Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you to this last press conference of the year. इस साल के अंतिम प्रेस वार्ता में आप सभी लोगों का बहुत बहुत स्वागत है. तो चलिए दौर शुरू करते हैं. We'll start from Siddhant.
Hi sir, Siddhant from Beyond. So my question is on the H-1B visa processes. They've come up with new processes including social media vetting as well, and that has led to a lot of delays impacting many Indian nationals as well. Your reaction to this?
H-1B. Okay. Alok.
Hi sir, my name is Ashok from
Ashok,
the
sorry.
No worries sir. Sir, that we are completing 2025, if you could provide the details related to extraditions number from the different countries, as well as per the media reports that India has sent extradition request against Hussein Sattaf to UAE. Is there any details, and if you have details regarding how many mortal remains we brought from the foreign soils? Thank you.
Keshav.
Thank you, sir. Keshav Padmanabhan from the Print. My first question is, can you give us a sense of what is the cooperation we have given to Australia with regards to the Bondi Beach shootings, given the shooter's history? And if you may permit me, I just wanted to check on the status of the 16 Indians that were seized by Iran on a ship earlier this month. Whether consular access has been given to them yet, sir? And if you can just enlighten us a little bit on this, I would be grateful. Thank you.
Rishabh.
So good evening, Rishabh from Times Now. So the anti-India rhetoric from Bangladesh continues. There have been anti-India protests as well. And so what is our view, and has there been any diplomatic communication between New Delhi and Dhaka, given that both the High Commissioners here in Delhi and Dhaka were summoned by respective governments?
Okay. Akhilesh.
So recently, 2 Hindu minorities have been killed in Bangladesh, and situation is getting aggravated every day. So, do you have any communication with Bangladesh interim government?
Okay. So let's go one by one. First to Siddhant's question on H-1B visas. Yes. The government of India has received several representations from Indian nationals who are facing delays or problems with their rescheduling of their visa appointments. While we do understand, as you also understand, that visa-related issues pertain to the sovereign domain of any country, we have flagged these issues and our concerns of our nationals to the US side, both here in New Delhi and in Washington, D.C. And we hope that these delays and these disruptions will be addressed. There are several people who have been they have been stranded for extended period of time because of scheduling or rescheduling issues of consular appointments, and these have also caused a lot of hardships to their families, to the family life that they have, as also to the education of their children. As you would understand, and I think there was a communication from the US government also, that with effect from December 15th, they have expanded their review process or processes that they have, which covers specialty occupation temporary H-1B visa applicants, and it also is applicable to the dependents who are covered under H4 category visa. This particular change that they have introduced is applicable globally to all countries. But on our side, the Government of India remains actively engaged with the US side to address and minimize the disruptions that have been caused to our nationals. Ashok, your question regarding extradition numbers, I don't have these factual details with me, but yes, some of these details are available in the public domain, and you can have a look at that. The question about the extradition request on United Arab Emirates as well, I will come back to you as to what is the situation in regard to that particular matter as well. And your question regarding, sorry? Mortal remains, again, this is the latest. I will come back to you on this particular detail, but I understand that these are available in public domain, especially if you go to the website of Lok Sabha or Raj Sabha, and if you look at the questions that have been answered in the past, including as recent as this month, you will get some of these details. But I'll come back to you on request. Keshav, regarding your question, we are aware of the reports of the individuals responsible for the Bondi beach terrorist attack. Australian authorities are in touch with our authorities on this matter. In regard to Indian nationals who you've told that they have been apprehended or they are in detention right now, I don't have an update for you, but we'll come back to you as to where we stand on this particular matter. As and when there are issues in regard to Indian nationals, their detention or any other issue connected to them, our embassy duly takes it up with the concerned government. In this particular case, it happens to be Iranian authorities in Tehran, as to where we are, what sort of consular access has been given, etc. I will report back to you, or I shall inform you of the latest development. Rishabh, regarding anti-India rhetoric, you would have seen also in the last several days we have issued a couple of, or more than couple of statements. We have rejected the false narrative that has been projected in Bangladesh. You would understand that law and order or security situation or the developments that are happening in Bangladesh is the responsibility of the government of Bangladesh, and to portray a narrative where things go in some other direction is completely false, and we reject that. Akhilesh, your question regarding minorities, we are all aware of the recent developments in Bangladesh. We have been closely following them, and as far as law and order situation is concerned, I have been apprising you from time to time as to what our position has been or should be and is today. The unremitting hostility against minorities in Bangladesh, including Hindus, Christians and Buddhists, at the hands of extremists is a matter of grave concern. We condemn the recent gruesome killing of a Hindu youth in Maimen Singh and expect that the perpetrators of the crime would be brought to justice. Over 2,900 incidents of violence against minorities, including cases of killings, arsons, land grab, have been documented by independent sources during the tenure of the interim government. These incidents cannot be brushed aside as mere media exaggerations or dismissed as political violence. बांग्लादेश में अल्पसंख्यकों, जिसपे हिंदू भी हैं, ईसाई भी हैं, बौद्ध धर्म के लोग भी हैं, उनके खिलाफ लगातार हिंसा हो रही है। ये गंभीर चिंता का विषय है। हाल ही में मैमन सिंह में एक हिंदू युवा की हत्या हुई, उसकी हम घोर निंदा करते हैं। हम ये भी उम्मीद करते हैं कि अपराधियों को जल्द से जल्द कटघरे में लाया जाएगा। और आपको जैसे बताया मैंने कि स्वतंत्र सूत्रों के अनुसार पिछले इस अंतरिम सरकार के कार्यकाल में 2900 ऐसे वारदात सामने आई हैं जो हत्या से संबंधित है, या आगजनी से हो, या ज़मीन हड़पने के मामले से हो। और इन घटनाओं को मीडिया की यतिशक्ति या एग्जैजरेशन कहकर या राजनीतिक हिंसा बताकर इसको नज़रअंदाज या दरकिनार नहीं किया जा सकता। We can go for more questions. इधर कर लेते हैं, उसके बाद फिर इधर आ जाते हैं। इशी?
This is Yeshi Seli from Business India. Is it working? This is Yeshi Seli from Business India. How How does India view the return of Tariq Rahman to Bangladesh? He wants to come back to power. He's come after 17 years. And secondly, Myanmar is going to have its first phase of elections on the 28th. Has India sent any observers?
Yeshi? Oh, sorry, Ayushi.
This is Ayush Agarwal from ANI. Sir, an Indian origin student studying at Canada's University of Toronto, he was killed after he was fatally shot near the campus by unknown attackers. Do we know more about the incident?
Siddhant, Kalol.
Hi sir, I'm Siddhant from CNN News 18. Sir, a case of medical negligence has come to light in Canada where Prashant Sri Kumar, a 44-year-old Indian origin man, died of suspected cardiac arrest while waiting for a treatment at Grey Nuns Community Hospital in Canada's Edmonton. Do you have any comments to offer on this incident? Thank you.
Kalol.
Kalol from the Hindu, sir. Sir, in a hard-hitting editorial, Pratham Alo has, in Dhaka there is, has said that India is allowing Sheikh Hasina and other prominent leaders of the Army League to carry out anti-Bangladesh activities while being in India. Do you have a remark on that, sir? And also, I mean, what is India's, I mean, I haven't heard from the Indian authorities about the burning down of the two major newspaper offices in Dhaka, that is Pratham Alo and Daily Star. A comment on that as well, sir.
Megha.
Good afternoon, sir. Megha from NewsX. There has been a second Hindu death that has also been reported yesterday from Bangladesh. The Yunus government has in fact come out and made a statement that this man in question was a terrorist. Now there has been no trial that has been held. He has not been convicted of any crime. Has the Indian government spoken to the Yunus government of what is happening and what really happened on the ground? Because he was also lynched. There was a group of locals who beat him to death.
Okay.
सर मैं जयप्रकाश दैनिक जागरण से हूँ। बांग्लादेश से ही रिलेटेड मेरा सवाल है सर कि वहाँ की सरकार ने अवामी लीग को भी प्रतिबंधित कर दिया है और भारतीय विदेश मंत्रालय कहता रहा है कि वो निष्पक्ष चुनाव की उम्मीद करता है। तो ऐसे में इस कदम को आप कैसे देख रहे हैं?
Okay, Yeshi, first on the return of Mr. Tariq Rahman. As we are aware, India supports free, fair and inclusive elections in Bangladesh. This development must be seen in, or should be seen in that context. On Myanmar, we stand for democratic transition in the country. Elections are to be held. We support free, fair and inclusive elections in which everybody participates. And India stands for peace and stability and return of normalcy in the country. In regard to your question about observers, I don't have an update on that. So I shall come back to you. Ayushi, your question regarding a student who we lost in Canada. Just a second. Sorry. Your question regarding an Indian student who died in Canada. We are in touch with his family. It's very unfortunate. We've conveyed our deepest condolences. We are also in touch with local authorities as to what the circumstances, etc., that led to the death. We'll come to know of those details more, but we are in touch with local authorities in the matter. And as also our consulate is extending all possible support to the family of the person who died. एक भारतीय छात्र का कनाडा में शूटिंग के दौरान हत्या हुई है। उनके परिवार बहुत दुखद है और हम अपनी शोक व्यक्त करते हैं। हमारी जो कौंसलावास है वहाँ उनके परिवार से लगातार संपर्क बनाए हुए हैं इस मसले पे, और साथ ही साथ वहाँ जो स्थानीय अधिकारी हैं उनसे भी वो इस मामले में बातचीत कर रहे हैं, ताकि उसको क्या इन्वेस्टिगेशन है, क्या छानबीन होना चाहिए, उस बात को और आगे ले जाया जा सके। और हमारे कौंसुल आवास की तरफ से जो भी मदद हो सकता है इस मसले में वो हम कर रहे हैं। Siddhant, regarding the medical case that you referred, yes, the person is of Indian origin, but he happens to be, I understand, a Canadian national. So obviously, the government of Canada should take responsibility and in this particular matter. Kalol, on our point on Bangladesh has been very clear and consistent all throughout. India stands for strengthening our ties with the people of Bangladesh. We favor peace and stability in Bangladesh, and we also, our point of view on elections, you are aware, we stand for free, fair, inclusive and participatory elections in Bangladesh, which is to be held in a peaceful atmosphere. So that is where we are. We stand for fair, free and inclusive and participatory elections in Bangladesh. Megha, in regard to your question about the second death that you talked about, on this particular issue, our position is very clear as to how we look at security of minorities. जयप्रकाश जी, जहाँ तक बांग्लादेश में चुनाव का सवाल है, जैसे कि मैंने 2 मिनट पहले कहा, वहाँ पर हम लोग चाहते हैं कि वहाँ स्वतंत्र चुनाव हो, वहाँ निष्पक्ष चुनाव हो और वहाँ एक समावेशी चुनाव हो। तो यही हमारा पक्ष है जहाँ तक बांग्लादेश में चुनाव के मामले की बात है। ब्रह्म
सर, ब्रह्म प्रकाश दुबे, जी न्यूज़ से। मेरा सवाल है, पिछले सप्ताह एक वीडियो वायरल हुआ ललित मोदी और विजय माल्या का, जिसमें वो कह रहे हैं कि हाँ हम भगोड़े हैं। ऐसा लग रहा है कि वो भारतीय एजेंसियों को जानबूझ के इंटेंशनली चिढ़ा रहे हैं। तो इस मामले में क्या स्थिति है? क्या भारतीय जो एजेंसियां हैं वहाँ उसमें कोई ढील दी जा रही है या फिर क्यों देरी लग रही है? इसको लेकर कोई अपडेट है क्या?
उमा शंकर सिंह, इंडिपेंडेंट जर्नलिस्ट। अक्टूबर में एक जानकारी आई थी कि रूस की तरफ से लड़ने वाला एक भारतीय मूल का जो सैनिक है वो यूक्रेन में युद्धबंदी बना लिया गया है। अभी कुछ दिन पहले उसका एक दूसरा वीडियो आया है जिसमें उसने अपने यूक्रेन में होने की तस्दीक की है। तब विदेश मंत्रालय की तरफ से कहा गया था कि हम इस बात की तस्दीक कर रहे हैं। क्या तस्दीक हो गया है और क्या यूक्रेन के साथ हम स्वतंत्र रूप से उसकी वापसी की कोई बात कर रहे हैं, या फिर ये रूस और यूक्रेन के बीच के युद्धबंदियों की अदला बदली के मद्देनज़र रूस की तरफ ही हम देख रहे हैं?
आयांशा।
This is Anaksha Mitra. Sir, could you please update me with the facts and figures on non-oil trade with Iran as well as INSTC, especially at a time India is about all set to assume its BRICS presidency, in which Iran is the newest member?
Okay, नीरज।
सर, नीरज हूँ न्यूज़ 18 इंडिया से। हमारा सवाल है कि भारत का ये पक्ष है कि बांग्लादेश में समावेशी चुनाव होने चाहिए, लेकिन अवामी लीग को अनुमति नहीं मिली है। तो क्या अवामी लीग के बिना चुनाव समावेशी होगा? और अगर अवामी लीग के बिना ही चुनाव होता है तो क्या उसे भारत समावेशी मानेगा?
सर्जना शर्मा, सन्मान से। आजकल SIR प्रोसेस चल रहा है, उसमें बहुत सारे अवैध बांग्लादेशी पाए गए हैं और यूपी ने डिटेंशन सेंटर भी खोले हैं। तो इसका जब इनको डिपोर्ट करने का क्या तरीका रहेगा? क्या इन सबको डिपोर्ट किया जाएगा?
ओके, सो फर्स्ट पहले ब्रह्म देखिए, जो भी भगौड़े हैं, भारत सरकार प्रतिबद्ध है कि जो भी यहाँ से भागे हुए लोग हैं, हमारे कानून के दायरे से भागे हुए लोग हैं, उनको हम वापस लाएंगे। इस मामले में कई देशों के साथ हमारी बातचीत चल रही है और मैं आपको आश्वस्त करना चाहता हूँ कि हम इस मामले पर पूरी तरह से ठोस हैं और प्रतिबद्ध हैं कि उनको वापस लाया जाएगा. We remain fully committed that people who are fugitive, who are wanted by law in India, they return to the country. For this particular return, we are in talks with several governments and processes are on. As you know, in several of these cases, there are several layers of legalities which are involved in it. But we remain committed to bring them back to the country so that they can face trial before the courts here. उमाशंकर जी, यूक्रेन वाली जो बात है, हम लोगों ने कई एक रिपोर्ट देखी है, उसके बाद से हम लोग की बातचीत हुई है यूक्रेन के सरकार से. हम लोगों ने मुद्दा उठाया है, उनसे यहाँ बातचीत हुई है और उनकी राजधानी में बात हुई है. उस बातचीत के बाद उन्होंने हमसे जो हमारी आग्रह थी कि आप पुष्टि करें इस बात को, उसकी उन्होंने अभी तक उस पर एक कमबैक नहीं आया, हमको बताया नहीं है कि क्या कुछ आगे किया जा सकता है या क्या इस मसले में और क्या है. ऑन ईरान energy, I am not sure if we do any, we import any oil from Iran. Non-oil, those details are available in Ministry of Commerce website, so I would request you to have a look out. These are facts and figures which are available in public domain, so you can have a look there. On International North-South Transport Corridor, yes, India has been supportive of it, and we want to strengthen our connectivity partnerships, not just in regard to INSTC, but in several other initiatives that we have taken, so that we can do more in terms of creating opportunities and strengthening our bilateral and multilateral partnerships. नीरज, समावेशी चुनाव का मतलब होता है समावेशी चुनाव. उसका मतलब ये होता है कि जितने लोग हैं वहाँ पर, हर पक्ष के लोग हैं, उस चुनाव में भाग लें ताकि उस चुनाव को मजबूती मिले और लोकतंत्र का नाद और मजबूत होए और आवाज़ और बुलंद हो. I have already said that India stands for free, fair and inclusive elections in Bangladesh. Obviously that means that all the elements, all the persuasions who are there should participate in that. आपका सवाल अवैध लोगों को लेके है, बांग्लादेश से हो चाहे किसी और देश से हो, उसके लिए हमारे यहाँ कानून बना हुआ है, विधि बना हुआ है, और उसी विधि और कानून के तहत जो भी कार्रवाई की जानी है वो होगी. ओके, गौतम.
Thank you, sir. Gautam Lahiri. Recently, the External Affairs Ministry Standing Committee has submitted a report in the both houses of Parliament on Bangladesh, and where it has been mentioned clearly that the present situation of Bangladesh is a security challenge for India. How the MEA has taken up these issues with the concerned ministry, or anything what you are planning to do to combat this security challenge for India?
Okay, Srinjoy.
So, continuing with the security challenge issue, just last month, PNS Saif, a very major Pakistani warship, was in Bangladesh on a goodwill visit. This comes after two major visits from Pakistan to Bangladesh, one by the Navy chief, one by a senior government official, the foreign minister. We are hearing about more major visits coming up in the new year, both in the military and in the civilian sphere. How do you see it?
Okay. Please, Seema.
I wanted to ask you whether the reports that India was in touch with the BNP leadership in London from 2018, is that true? And did the BNP leader wait for India's clearance before he touched down on Dhaka? These are reports I've seen in the press.
Okay. Okay, question there, please.
Sir, Nivedita from ABP Live. India has made substantial investments in Bangladesh in power, energy and infrastructure sector and also extended lines of credit. Any information on what is the status and has India expressed concern?
Okay. Anyway, you had a question?
Thank you, sir. This is Nainima, independent journalist. Wanted to understand, Ambassador Quatra met US Ambassador in Mar-a-Lago. Had there been any conversation on the trade talks? And I believe it's almost year end. Are the trade talks going to conclude? What if you can give some status? Thank you.
Okay. आप लोग का सवाल बांग्लादेश को लेके है? Okay, please.
So Pranay Upadhyay from TV Today Group. What is the status of extradition request for Sheikh Hasina given by Bangladesh government, and did any back and forth happen, or did we ask for any further clarification from the Bangladesh government on this issue?
Okay, any more Bangladesh? Please, Preeti. Don't ask questions which have already been answered. So,
I'm Preeti, independent journalist. Regarding Bangladesh, I just wanted to know, in the context of the minority killings and the absence of democratic government, is India mulling the revisiting of the financial assistance to Bangladesh or any kind of sanctions there? If you permit me, I can ask another question.
No, please.
Israel related.
We'll give chance to others before we. Otherwise, I'll lose track of all the questions that have been asked. Bangladesh पे कोई और सवाल है तो पूछ लीजिए. वही सवाल पूछना था, ठीक है.
सर, मैं सुशील राघव हूँ जनसत्ता से. सर, बांग्लादेश की स्थिति को देखते हुए भारत में कुछ संगठनों का मानना है कि वहाँ पर संयुक्त राष्ट्र को हस्तक्षेप करना चाहिए. भारत का इस पर क्या रोक है?
So, on the questions related to Bangladesh, well, while your questions are very welcome, let me also tell you that you must read all the statements that we've issued. If you look at those statements, then you will not ask me, these questions in such detail, because, it is what we've issued and put out in public domain is self-explanatory. India wants close and friendly relations with the people of Bangladesh, which is rooted in liberation struggle and strengthened through various development and people-to-people initiatives. We stand for, or we are in favor of, peace and stability in Bangladesh, and have consistently called for free, fair, inclusive and credible elections conducted in a peaceful atmosphere. Gautamda, I guess this is how I'll respond to your question. Srinjoy, on your question, yes, we closely follow all such developments and take up action as is required in our interest. Seema, on BNP, before you walked in, I did comment on that we, as all of you are aware, that we support free, fair and inclusive elections in Bangladesh, and the return of BNP leader from London should be seen in that context. Nivedita, again on Bangladesh, LOC's development cooperation, I just answered your question that we want to have strong and vibrant ties with the people of Bangladesh, and we'll look at your question and our development assistance in that regard. प्रणय, एक्सट्रेडिशन प्रत्यर्पण का जहाँ तक बात है उसमें कोई बदलाव नहीं है. जो हमने पहले कहा था, that is where it stands in regard to the request on extradition. On financial Preeti assistance, yeah, with Bangladesh we have a broad-based relationship. Obviously, there are circumstances are little different now, but we stand for peace and stability in the country, and we want to have strong ties with people of Bangladesh. More questions? Sorry? Okay. Oh, sorry, I missed your question. That is what happens when you ask too many questions in one go. On the India-US bilateral trade agreement talks, both governments, the United States and India, they continue to remain engaged with a view to concluding a fair, balanced and mutually beneficial bilateral trade agreement. You would have followed that the US Deputy Trade Representative, Mr. Rick Schweitzer, was recently in India, on a familiarization visit, and he met several people here. For more details as to where the trade talks are, I would refer you to the Ministry of Commerce. Yes. Okay. Abhishek.
Hi, sir. Abhishek, independent journalist. Sir, my question is, European Union Trade Commissioner in a recent interview to a European magazine has said that European leaders Ursula von der Leyen and Antonio Costa will be the chief guest at 26th of January, Republic Day. And also, he is looking forward to having the India-EU FTA sealed during that visit. Your comments on that?
Okay. Raghavendra.
Raghavendra Verma from German television ZDF. So my question is regarding the reports on the long-lost nuclear spying device from the US at Nanda Devi. Is something still going on? Is there some cooperation with the US to find it, some help being still sought? And is the radiation level being still monitored in Ganges?
Mm-hmm. Karul, you want to ask a question?
I want to repeat what Neeraj has asked before me about this inclusive and participatory election in Bangladesh. The question is, will India recognize the results of an election in Bangladesh which may not include the Awami League, because the interim government has ruled out the Awami League from that upcoming election in February 2026.
Okay. So, first question was from, Abhishek, on FTA. See, India-EU FTA negotiations are progressing. The last round, that is the 14th round of negotiations, were held in Brussels in October. Thereafter, a team did visit India. And this month, in the month of December, the US Trade Commissioner was also here. He had to discuss other outstanding issues. Both sides remain engaged, and we'll see how we can take this conversation that we are having on India-EU FTA talks forward. I would also like to let you know that Commerce Minister, as you would have seen, also had visited in the month of October. In return, the US Trade Commissioner visited India in this particular month, along with other negotiators of the team. Both, as you're aware, India and the European Union, at the leaders level, when we had the historic visit of the EU College of Commissioners in February this year, there was a commitment at the political level to conclude a balanced, ambitious and mutually beneficial FTA during the course of the year. Raghavendra, on your questions, I don't have the details, but my understanding is that there's nothing of that sort what you referred to was found. Kalol, we have our position on elections in Bangladesh is well known. Inclusive elections, free and fair elections means free, fair and inclusive elections. With that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Wish you a happy new year. See you in 2026.